So yay! Esmay goes to the UK for the right day.
But we haven't been in Manchester.
It is signed, I didn't know that! Hello lovely bookworms, I'm Esmay from Paradise of Pages on Instagram and also on Twitter, and welcome to a weird mashup of kind of footage, because what this is going to be is it's going to be a London vlog, because I went to London to a couple of my friends and of course I bought books. I went to Waterstones, I went to Forbidden Planet, I went to Goldsboro, and I actually bought 8 books. Fun fact, 4 of them were bought at the airport, and I thought I would run you through my time there and at the same time show you the books that I've got. So without further ado, the first thing I'm gonna do is go over to past Esmay getting her way to, or making her way to London, which was a pain because flying there was a pain. Schiphol wasn't great, but that's fine. So let's move over to the first footage. That said, I'm gonna say stay hydrated. If I look sweaty, it's because it's extremely warm and I had to turn off the fan. So stay hydrated, kids. I put ice cubes in my water and I'm very happy about it. So without further ado, let's start with the first footage and then we'll pan back to me. Good, well it's not morning anymore, but good morning. Happy, what is it today? Monday! We are on our way to the airport. Mum and Dad are in the front and we'll have to see how everything goes, but we're flying tonight at 7:30, I think. So we shall see. Everything is packed and ready to go. Let's hope Schiphol is fun today. We shall see. So I thought I'd open it. Not sure when I will see you guys next. Might be tomorrow, but anyway. Don't know yet. So, yay! Good morning. Is it? It's still morning. It's 10 o'clock. I am. Laura's over there. Yay! Yay! It is actually Wednesday today. Yesterday we played games all day because it was 40 degrees approximately.
Yeah, the highest temperature it's ever been in the UK ever.
Yeah. So yay! Esmay goes to the UK for the right day. So we stayed here, had fun, did games, and now we're going into London. You can guess which store I'm going. Obviously Waterstones. Don't laugh at me.
Oh, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing.
Just a tiny little bit. Yeah. A tiny bit. So we'll be going in a little bit, I think. We've had breakfast, just doing makeup, and then we will head out. I am so excited to go into London again. So we are taking, well, mostly me, but we are taking you with us, and we will meet Arnie later today for food because he's working. Yeah. Arnie's working, but that's okay. And tomorrow I'm already going home. I'm looking at Lou. I'm going home tomorrow.
You'll be coming back soon.
Very true. I'll be coming back very soon. So
we'll come and annoy you. We'll come annoy you in the Netherlands.
You could never annoy me, Lou.
Yeah, we come back to annoy the cats as well.
Yeah.
We couldn't say goodbye to Luna. She's so cute. We love Luna.
Just coming back for the cats. I get it. I get it.
Your parents too.
Fair. And Esmay's there, so yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you're around.
Lucky if you're around, you know. But yeah. So we're going into London today. I think I will make this a new vlog and then, I don't know, end it like tomorrow, later today. Because if I put all of it in one vlog, impossible. So, in that case, good morning. Welcome to a new vlog. I should have probably started with that, which is fine. And I hope you will enjoy the day with us at London. In London? In London.
Yes.
Anyway, we'll see you later.
1, 2, 3, 4. Don't know how it's 5 AM again. One too many episodes of Friends. Stupid boys come me.
We are sitting down with coffee, but we'll probably get moving in a bit. Anyway, but so far so good. I haven't bought anything yet besides coffee and water. So.
But we haven't been in Manchester.
Okay, so now that I had arrived at London, the plan was actually to stay in the surrounding neighborhood on the Tuesday, and then on the Wednesday to go to London. On the Tuesday, I filmed absolutely nothing due to the fact that it was 40 degrees Celsius. It was burning up. We stayed inside all day. We played games. I played some Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which was on Arnie's PlayStation 5. And I was playing it, and we were sort of, you know, talking and playing all kinds of games, did card games, ordered in. It was a great find, just an amazing day to just sit down. And then on the Wednesday we actually went into London, and the first stop we did was Forbidden Planet. So Forbidden Planet was a beautiful store. I actually did not realize that the Forbidden Planet that we mentioned with special books is the same Forbidden Planet. I don't know how my brain just did not connect the dots there, but it didn't. So I had so much fun browsing that store. It was beautiful, it was amazing. I loved seeing all of the special editions, and I was tempted to get one of them. I didn't, because we were still going to Waterstones after this, and we had Goldsboro to go to. And in general, just lots and lots of stores. So then the next stop after, I mean, we also did Boots and we did multiple things, but then the next book stop would be Waterstones Piccadilly, which is, I think, 5 stories filled with books. There's a cafe, and I was very happy to go there. I do have to say that they, at the point I went there, had just gotten their first shipment in for 3 weeks, so it wasn't as well stocked as it was last time I was there a couple years ago. But I bought 2 books, and both of them are middle grades.
Makes me sick, I can't seem to quit the adrenaline. Wasting my youth in, pressing the snooze when the sun's still in you thin. Why do I do this? I'm being stupid, testing my limits now. Don't feel alive when I'm awake. Not sure if I'm okay. Been feeling like my body's about to break. Too melatonin deep, still can't put me to sleep. I'm laying here forever, counting sheep. 5, 6, 7.
So the first book that I bought was something that caught my eye. I'd never heard of this one, but I think it is safe to say that I chose this one because of the fact that it is a desert vibe read, and that is Nora and the Immortal Palace, which is this one. So this is basically about a girl who, I think, she works in the Mika mines, hoping to someday find a legendary buried treasure, the demon's tongue. But when a terrible accident traps her best friend Faisal underground, she determines to save him and crosses over into the magical realm and treacherous realm of the Jinn. The fact that there was Jinn in here immediately grabbed my attention. Also, I don't know if you can see this, but this really reminded me of The Wrath and the Dawn, and I know that this is nothing like it, but I just really wanted to pick it up. It has one of those, I love this, like one of those see-throughs. And it is also signed, which is really, really nice. So I can't wait to dive into this one, and this was the first book that I picked up. Then the second book I picked up is, as I said, another middle grade, and I've heard a lot of good things about this. This is Brightstorm, which by Vashti Hardy. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And this is, I think, an adventure story. So Arthur and Maudie Brightstorm are devastated by the news that their father, a daring explorer, has died in a failed attempt to reach South Belarus. But a mysterious clue leads the twins to question the story they've been told. To find the truth, they must undertake the journey of a lifetime. I love journey stories in general, like adventure stories, especially in middle grade. So I can't wait to dive into this one, and this is the second book I picked up. One book I was tempted to pick up was the 4th book in the Witterson Sisters, which is Storm of Sisters, I think. But that one was actually quite damaged, so I didn't take it, sadly. But I will be ordering that quickly because I really want to read that book. Other than that, there were quite a couple middle grades that I was interested in, but there's only so much room in my suitcase, especially considering I only had a carry-on suitcase. I mean, it's already very well done of me that I fit 8 books in there. 4 books of those have traveled in my actual backpack, and the others have traveled in my suitcase. So yeah, really, really well done. And after this, after Waterstones, we actually traveled to Goldsboro. So at Goldsboro, I actually bought 2 very special books, because one of these I saw at Waterstones, but they didn't have the first book. So I decided not to get it in case I couldn't get the first book sort of to match that size, because I couldn't find the matching first one online. So I actually bought these at Goldsboro. What I love about Goldsboro is that they put all of their dust jackets in plastic. I think it's really cute. Also, the store was just so cozy and so well maintained, I want to say, which is something that I personally really, really enjoyed. But the 2, they're both middle grades as well. The 2 that I've gotten are actually The Hat Makers and The Map Makers by Tamsin Merchant. These are stunning. So I saw this guy. Oh, the dust jacket is slipping a bit. So I saw this guy at Waterstones, which is The Map Makers. This is the same edition I saw at Waterstones, and then this one is, I think, signed. It's actually signed on the 21st of February, it says so, but it is signed, and it has the most beautiful hidden cover I've seen, which is absolutely stunning. So when I saw this guy, I really wanted to get the first book, because it is, I think it's a series, there's going to be a 3rd one. But I also wanted the Hat Makers, which I've heard amazing things about, but they didn't have it at Waterstone. So I left it, and then they had, I think, 2 more copies at Goldsboro. So I picked this one up, but that's The Map Makers. Let me show you. This one isn't signed. Please I don't. Oh, it is! That is so cool! It is signed. I didn't know that. That is even better, like really. And it has the most beautiful hidden cover as well. I didn't know that was signed. That is so cool. So these are the 2 that I picked up at Goldsboro. Goldsboro is such a quaint little store. I loved it. I loved browsing there. They didn't have a ton of books, but they had a lot of books that I was interested in, and I bought these 2 home. I would definitely visit there again once I go back to London again. I think in general I'll be going back a lot more often to visit my friend now that hopefully we're well and truly, well, not completely, but once, if this pandemic really stays down and we're able to travel regularly, I'll definitely be going back to London a lot more often, so that is really nice. That said, after that we did just some general exploring the city, and at that point it was nearly time to get food, so that night we actually got some pizza, which I did not film. That's the thing, when you're having fun, I sometimes just forget to vlog, which is not the best thing, sorry about that. But I didn't, and then the next day was the Thursday, and that was the day that I was going back home. I didn't film that much of my journey because it was quite stressful, because when I was on the first train, the train after me was already cancelled, and we had a delay of 20 minutes. There was another delay, and it was just stressful. The airport itself was pretty fine. I don't think I only filmed the touchdown, I think, so we'll just probably end with that at some point. But I did have a lot of time at Gatwick, because I actually flew back via Gatwick to browse the stores, and at first I found 2 murder mystery books. No surprise there. So the ones that I found were Deep Water by Emma Bamford, and this is basically, I think, about a couple that travels to a honeymoon or travels for a honeymoon to a deserted island, I think. And then there's a lot of dark secrets and murder. So that was the first one. The second one is kind of in the same vein, and this is One of the Girls by Lucy Clark. This is about a group of friends that actually goes traveling, and then one of them is murdered, and I think one of them is the murderer. I love these types of things, trying to figure out who did it, who done it. These are some of my favorite types of books. So these were the 2 that I picked up at that first. It was mostly a convenience store, because I wanted to get something to drink for the plane, because you have to empty out all of the bottles. And then I saw books in the back, and I gravitated toward them. These traveled in my bag, which they're surprisingly okay. Like there's a couple, like a little bit of this, but that's because I didn't really have that much room for the books. But that's fine, because they're paperbacks that I'll usually probably only read once or twice, so these 2. And then once I went into the airport a little bit further, I actually realized that they had another bookstore, which was like a truly bookstore, so it was a bit bigger. And one thing that I'm always on the hunt for I think I mentioned this at some point, but I am collecting all of the Poirot books, all of the Poirot Agatha Christie books, and I found 2 that I don't have yet. So I got 1 to Buckle My Shoe, and I've got Lord Edgware Dies. I have these specific ones that have like tiny moustaches on the top. Can we focus please on the moustache? Focus on the moustache. There you go. It has these really cute moustaches on the top, and they're all the same height. They're sitting on one shelf. So I got these 2. I think this one is quite late. This is quite late in the series, and this one is one of the earlier ones. I don't think it says when they were published, but I bought these 2 at the airport as well. Again, I'm really proud of myself. Like, these are in perfect condition, and I loved that they have had these. If there would have been another edition that I didn't have yet, I would have 100% bought it, but the other ones that they had were either not the editions that I needed or not a book that I don't own yet. So these 2 went home with me. And those are all the 8 books that I bought. I think the final clips that I have is of me taking off into the space, and that was my trip to London, which was a lot of fun. And I'm gonna just give you over to Esmay flying back home, and I hope you have enjoyed this different type of video where I do sort of a book haul in between. I hope you've enjoyed that. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Also let you know that I am back, so I hope you'll enjoy that as well. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and press that little bell icon so you get post notifications every single time that we post, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Good morning. Today it's Thursday the 21st. I'm going home, currently waiting on the first train to get to the airport. I have to go to Victoria and then get to Catwick, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to take you with me today on the final leg of the journey, kind of. So yeah, I'm sad to go home, but I'm excited to be in my own bed. So I'll see Laura pretty soon anyway. Laura and Arnie, if you're watching this, which I'm guessing you are, thank you so much for having me over. It was so much fun, and yeah, I will take you with me on the journey. We'll see how the day goes. Let's hope it all goes well.